Discrimination is a pervasive issue that has affected people all over the world. Systematic discrimination is deeply ingrained in Mississippi's history and culture. Discriminatory laws and policies have been used to maintain power and control over marginalized communities, particularly African Americans. The personal experience of discrimination is often the most powerful and impactful. As an African American woman, discrimination is not new to me. I have been fearful of being profiled through stereotypes or being wrongfully accused because of the color of my skin. Growing up in Mississippi in the 1940s, my great-grandmother, Almond Johnson, was a victim of discrimination and lived in constant fear. In one particular instance, she and her family were forced to leave a restaurant because the other customers were bothered by the color of their skin. This left her feeling humiliated, angry, and powerless. It was a stark reminder that she was different and not welcomed. She was 14 years old when she was first warned about the hanging bridge. Her older brother was told he would be swaying soon after bumping into a white man outside their local store. After revealing this to their mother, her and her other siblings stayed home from school for a week. Built in 1905, the hanging bridge was used as a transportation route for the area, allowing people and goods to travel between two communities. The bridge was one of the few routes that African Americans could use to cross the river because they were not allowed to use the main bridge. It became significant to the civil rights movement in the 1960s, as it was a symbol of segregation in the area. In 1918, the first documented victims made headlines. Andrew Clark, Major Clark, Maggie Howes, and Alma Howes, who were both pregnant, were all accused of the murder of Dr. E.L. Johnston. There was no trial. The town received a coerced admission from Andrew Clark after torturing him for hours. The four were taken to the bridge, strung by their necks, and pushed. Andrew, Major, and Alma died instantly. Maggie, who was 4 months pregnant, tried to hold on as long as she could until she inevitably died. Reports say that when they finally decided to cut them down, Alma had movement in her belly indicating the baby was still alive. They buried her anyway. Since then, this bridge was notorious for the many lynchings that took place. This bridge was used as a way to intimidate and terrorize the African American community. The reactions and responses from local community and law enforcement were mixed. While some condemned the hangings, others turned a blind eye to the injustice. There is no historical marker, no memorial, just a rickety span that locals call the Hanging Bridge.